Today I will give you an overview, review and recipe of the Gabi Master A and also discuss the ups and downs of this way of brewing. First, for a little overview of the brewer. The Gabi Master consists of a funnel on the top where you pour in your water. This has a flow restrictor in the bottom which regulates the speed of which the water falls onto the distributor. The distributor then gently rains the hot water at 2 grams per second over either Gabi's own brewer or another flatbed brewer like the April Brewer. These things cause the Gabi to give you very low agitation, very even extraction, and also does it very consistently as the flow rate and rate of drip will always be the same. Let's first talk about agitation. Agitation is really the disruption of the coffee bed. The theory of wanting less agitation is that you are avoiding fines migration to the bottom of the brewer. Fines are the smallest particles in your ground coffee and can lead to over extraction and can also choke your brew if they fall to the bottom of the brewer. Also, with less agitation you will get less bypass, which is water flowing through the sides of the brewer without getting into contact with coffee. With less bypass comes a more extracted and therefore sweeter cup. But if you don't agitate your coffee with your pouring, you are definitely missing out on some of the nuances and complexity agitation can bring. So yes, there's a bit of a dilemma here. With the Gabi, you will also get a very even and uniform extraction. This stems from the water distributor, which makes sure there's always the same amount of water in the coffee bed, which will probably aid in producing a more balanced and uniform cup. The distributor also gives you a very even flow, as all of the water is hitting all of the coffee at the same time with the same speed. This is impossible with a gooseneck kettle and will also aid in more uniformity. Then of course there is the consistency that comes with this brew method, which for me is definitely its main selling point. Being able to perfectly replicate a recipe again and again is very useful from a cafe perspective. But also if you just want something consistently good at home without needing a gooseneck kettle. Now for the recipe I use with Gabi's own dripper, as well as some thoughts on water temperature and dose. I use 12 grams of coffee ground with a medium plus grind size, around 26 to 27 clicks on the command under. I first experimented with bigger doses, which I recommended, and they gave me a very well extracted and sweet cup, but was lacking all complexity. So I dropped the dose to 12 and adjusted a bit finer to bring out that. We will be using 200 grams of 94 degrees water. One might think that the water would lose a lot of temperature going through the Gabi, but the difference in bed temperature to pouring directly is actually quite small, as long as you preheat properly. I also find that the small decrease there is in temperature is welcome in this brew method to bring out some acidity that is otherwise lacking with this way of low agitation brewing. Dump in your coffee, start a timer and pour 200 grams of water into the brew chamber all at once. I did also try hybrid recipes with this brewer, as in 100 gram pour without the distributor and then a 100 gram pour with the distributor. These were delicious, but they just take away for me the main selling point of this, which is consistency. Drawdown time will be around 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and the resulting bed is very flat, which is definitely a delight for the eye. The resulting cup will be very sweet, full and juicy. The complexity is numbed a little, but the 12 gram dose definitely helps. I also tried pairing the distribution tool with the April Brewer, using 13 grams of medium grind size coffee to 200 grams of 94 degrees water, and again just one 200 gram pour. I definitely preferred the taste of this, as it had a lot of the April Brewer's inherent qualities, amplifying complexity and vibrancy, with a good amount of extra sweetness and juiciness from the Gabi. What I find with the Gabi is that it works really well with some coffees, but others just need the agitation that comes with traditional pouring to bring out all of its nuances and flavors. Some just become a tiny bit bland with the Gabi. More uniformity isn't always better. That was all for today. Thank you for watching.